When you send your letter, be sure to sign your name, so I will know who wrote it, and boy, will I be glad it came. And when you drop it in the mailbox, be sure the stamp's on right, so the U.S. mail won't fail to send it by day or night. Well, your letter passes through so many hands, you never see but working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp, the address, and name. Now when you take it from the mailbox, the journey's just begun, 'cause then a machine or a human's gotta cancel each and every one. That's right, and when they're giving it the postmark before it gets to me, they have to separate, sort, and send it for delivery. Yes, indeed, and your letter passes through so many hands, you never see but working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp, the address, and name. Your name. Out to the airports, into the jets, these letters are gonna soar. Then the mail trucks start, we're almost to the part where the carrier drops your letter in my front door. And your letter passes through so many hands, you never see it working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp, the address, and the name. Yes, all you ever gotta remember is the stamp, the address, and name. So please remember the stamp, the address, and your name. Don't forget.
I sure hope Hard Hat Harry gets our letter in time for his next adventure. Do you really think he might take us on his next adventure? Why not? Harry's a genie, isn't he? And he takes kids on his adventures, doesn't he? And we're kids, aren't we? Works for me. Hey, wait a minute. How does the post office know where to reach Hard Hat Harry? He travels a lot, you know. I don't know, but I know they will, because the post office knows how to reach just about anybody. Have you ever wondered how the mail gets from here to there? To where? To anywhere. Gee, I never thought about that. What was that? I don't know. Anyway.
Dear Hard Hat Harry, my friend Susan and I have seen all your video adventures.
What's that noise? No, what's that, but who's that? It's a voice, and it's coming from inside the mailbox. And it's reading our letter. Why are you reading our letter to Hard Hat Harry?
Good question. I'm reading the letter you wrote to Hard Hat Harry because I am Hard Hat Harry.
Good answer. You are Hard Hat Harry. You got our letter and you came here.
Actually, I came here and then I got your letter.
Come to think of it, Harry, what were you doing in that mailbox?
I was mailing myself to my next adventure. I wanted to experience firsthand how mail gets from here to there. So I decided to mail myself to find out.
I've got a great idea. Why don't you take the letter we wrote to you and remail it? You follow our letter, we'll follow you. That way, we can go on the adventure with you. Good idea?
Great idea. Okay, so I'll remail your letter and then we'll follow it as it travels through our postal system.
Where do you want to wait for the mail truck, Harry?
I know just the place.
Where are we?
We're inside the mailbox. Where else?
What's that? My foot. Do you mind? Yes, I do. Move it.
Here comes the mail truck.
I'm sitting on a package.
Minor detail, minor detail.
David, what do you expect? You're in a mail sack.
Get ready, because here we go! Did you know the United States Post Office was founded by Benjamin Franklin? And it handles over 350 million pieces of mail each and every day. Well, we're here.
Great, but where's here?
I don't know. But let's go find out. Oh, I know where we are. We're at the Mail Processing Center. Come on, I'll show you around. Wow, this is the culling belt, and this is where postal workers separate the mail according to size. Now, oversized packages and oversized mail is set aside for special handling, and regular sized mail keeps on going for automated processing. You want to give him a hand?
You bet! Where's it going, Harry?
Well, come on, I'll show you.
Wow, this is neat! What is it?
This is a canceling machine, and its job is to take a letter like this and to put a mark over the stamp called a cancellation mark.
And I know why. So that stamp can't be used to mail something else. And that's important because selling stamps is how the post office pays for itself. What's next, Harry?
Well, what's next is a lesson in reading, speed reading.
By who?
Oh, not by whom, by what? This.
A machine? A machine can read?
Well, this isn't any ordinary machine. It's an optical character reader, also known as an OCR.
Well, what does it read?
Well, it reads this.
You mean this machine can actually read an address all by itself?
Yes, it reads the street, the city, the state, and the zip code.
Why do addresses need zip codes, Harry?
Well, zip codes help the post office deliver mail faster and more efficiently. Oh, wait, let me guess. I bet you want to know how the zip codes help deliver the mail faster.
Right.
Well, rather than explaining it, maybe it would be better to show you. But first, I'm going to need a map of the United States.
You mean like this one, Harry?
Yeah. It's a little small, but no problem. Okay, now stand back. A little more. Oh, now this way. Wait. Oh, that's got it. Phew. As you can see, the United States is one big place. So to make mail delivery easier, the post office gave each postal area in the country its own number called a zip code. For example, the 5-digit number 68142 tells the post office 5 different things. The first number 6 tells which area or region of the country the mail is going to. The numbers 81 represent the sectional center facility where the mail is first sent. And finally, the numbers 42 identify the specific post office where the letter will end up. So the zip code 68142 on a letter tells postal workers to send it to Omaha, Nebraska. Howdy, partner. I'm in Texas. Oregon. Idaho. Great potatoes. Wisconsin. Florida. Kansas.
You are incredible, Harry.
What's incredible is the post office, because by adding 4 more numbers, the post office can actually tell the block what side of the block and even where on the block the mail is being sent. And that's how zip codes help speed the mails.
Okay, I now understand zip codes, but let's go back to that machine that reads the zip codes.
Oh, you mean the optical character reader?
Right, the OCR. Just how fast can it read zip codes?
It can read 30,000 letters an hour.
30,000? Now that's what I call a fast reader.
Let me show you just how fast. Okay, pretend you're an OCR and you need to read the address on a letter. This letter. Did you see it?
No. Read it. I couldn't even see it.
All right, well, let's try it again, but this time in slow motion. Now, regular speed. Now, slow motion.
Man, I wish I could read that fast.
Well, you could if you were an OCR like this one.
But Harry, what happens if the letters don't have zip codes? What then?
Good question, Susan. Those letters that either don't have a zip code or have a zip code that can't be read by the OCR, go there. These are called letter sorting machines, or...
The LSM!
You're right. Here, instead of a machine sorting mail according to its address, people do. Guess how many operators it takes to handle as much mail as our friend, the OCR?
A zillion?
Close. Actually, it takes 17 operators working as fast as they can to sort the same amount of mail as one optical character reader. And after the addresses have been read, the mail gets sorted into these individual bins.
What happens after the zip codes are read, Harry?
Here, I'll show you. Now, can you tell me the difference?
No.
Look again.
Hey, wait a minute. What are these lines, Harry?
Good eye, Susan. This is called the barcode. And every time an OCR reads the address, it puts a barcode on the letter.
Why?
So that machine can read it.
You mean this machine reads barcodes the way the OCR reads zip codes?
Exactly.
That makes this the VCR machine.
Well, wrong, but close. It's actually called the barcode sorter machine because after it reads the barcodes, it sorts and separates the mail according to its destination. And it does it all automatically. Take a look. By reading the barcode, this machine can sort each letter according to its individual zip code, and it can even put the letters in the order in which the postal carrier will deliver the mail. When ready, postal workers pull the letters from the slots and place them in trays, once again, according to their zip codes.
trays are then loaded into trucks and sent on their way.
Where are the trucks going, Harry?
Well, the truck on the right is going to the airport where the mail will be loaded onto airplanes and sent to all parts of the country.
What about the truck on the left, Harry?
Oh, well, the truck on the left is going to your neighborhood post office for local deliveries.
Let's go with that truck, Harry. Good choice. I always wanted to see what the inside of my local post office looks like.
No problem. But in order to get us from here to there, it's going to require a little postal magic.
We did it, Harry! We beat the truck!
Was there ever a doubt?
Here, in the loading area of your local post office, the mail gets unloaded from the trucks for delivery by the local carriers. And the mail from this local post office gets picked up to be sent to its processing center.
The mail, which has already been sorted and separated, is then put into trays according to zip codes. And then it's loaded onto carts like these and taken to different areas where individual letter carriers will pick up the mail they'll be delivering. But the sorting and separating doesn't stop there. Every letter carrier has a specific route they follow when delivering the mail. So before they leave the post office, they arrange their mail in the order they need to deliver it. It's called casing, and this is how they do it. Each slot in the carrier's workstation has an address on it, beginning with their first stop and ending with their last. After their mail has been separated by slots, all the carrier has to do is collect it in its proper order and place it in a tray where it can be easily handled until it's delivered.
These slots are kind of small, Harry. What happens if the mail is too big to fit?
Well, oversized envelopes, newspapers, and magazines are sorted over here on this side. Again, when completed, the larger pieces are collected, put in order of delivery, and then added to the regular size letters.
It's amazing something so simple works so well.
You're right, Susan, but if you like that, you're gonna love the tub.
The tub? You mean like a tub? Don't tell me the post office has their own bathtub.
Not unless you're a package getting ready to be delivered. Well, come on, I'll show you what I mean. These are the tubs I was talking about. These are called parcel tubs, and each individual postal route is assigned one. Now, before they head out on their deliveries, the postal workers come and check their tubs for packages. Now, the packages are sorted and separated just like regular size letters, but because of the different sizes and shapes, the work is usually done by hand.
These workers are taking OTRs, which is a short name for over-the-road containers, off a truck at the Bulk Mail Center, or BMC. There are 20 BMCs in the United States, and they were built specifically to sort packages. Packages come to the BMC in trucks from other BMCs or post offices in OTRs. At the BMC, mail handlers take OTRs off the trucks. They are placed on these special tracks designed to carry them to the container unloading machine, which empties the OTR. The packages then move along the conveyor belts, reaching the staging area. Look at all those boxes. At this workstation, a keyer enters the zip code of the addressee into this computer so it can get a barcode on it. He sort of looks like the cashier at your local supermarket. If the package already has a barcode on it, the keyer just puts it on the belt so the scanner can read it. After the barcode has been scanned, the packages move automatically onto these trays. Which move via overhead tracks until they get to a special slide. Down the slide, the packages go, which takes them to an OTR, which will then be loaded onto a truck or train, which goes to the package's destination post office, where a mail carrier will deliver it to the person at the address.
Now here's a trick some postal carriers use to help make sure they don't forget to deliver their packages. When they have a package to be delivered, they go to their mail tray, locate the mail that's to be delivered to that address, and then turn one of the letters over like this. That way, when they get to that stop on their route, they know that this letter reminds them they have a package to be delivered as well as the mail.
Hey guys, here's Ava. She's a mail carrier who delivers her mail mostly by foot. She's loading her mail bag and filling her arms with both regular mail and oversized mail to deliver door to door. As you can see, she also wears cool rubber band jewelry. The rubber bands keep lots of mail going to the same address bound together. Mail carriers see all different shapes and sizes of mailboxes and even mail slots when they deliver house to house. They walk down the street and up to each house individually. Because it's such a warm day, Ava is wearing her uniform shorts and comfortable shoes. Boy, she sure gets a lot of exercise. I bet she doesn't have to go to the gym with all that walking. Oh, look. She's picking up a letter someone has left to be mailed to be delivered somewhere else in the world. Hey, maybe it's another letter to Hard Hat Harry. Uh-oh, I think I hear a dog barking. Through rain, sleet, or snow, the postal carrier always delivers the mail, even when there's a big dog barking like at that house. Hey, maybe she'd like to wear my hard hat.
Oh, hi! I'm Eva. I work for the Simi Valley Post Office, and today I'm doing a walking route. I'm going to show you some things on how I carry my mail. This is my satchel, a bag where we put our mail to go through one street because we can't fit everything in our arms. I put letters in my hand and magazines on my arm. And I also carry a dog spray. Now this one is to protect ourselves from the dogs because they usually follow us and we have to be very careful so they don't bite us. And when I have a big parcel that it doesn't fit in my bag, I have to deliver it after I finish my walking route with my truck. I also have this little sleeve, and they use this sleeve to pick up their special mail and packages over at the post office. Oops! I have to finish my route. It's time to go. Bye-bye.
There's Ava in her mail truck. Like she said, when she has a package to deliver that is too big to fit in her bag, she delivers it by truck. I wonder who the lucky person's going to be. Ava always locks her truck. That way no one can tamper with the mail and it will find its way to the right person. Priority mail? It must be important. Hey, that's a big box. Ding dong.
I have a package for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you, same to you.
Bye-bye.
Look how happy Ava and mail carriers just like her make the people who receive their mail. Well, it looks like Ava's done for the day, and now she has to return the truck to the post office.
Talk about delivering, Harry. Where do they keep all those neat trucks they use to deliver mail?
Well, it depends on what kind of trucks you're talking about, David, because the post office has all kinds of trucks for all kinds of jobs. For instance,
Every day, big 18-wheelers carry millions of letters from city to city, from post office to post office. And this truck has brought mail to the train station to be shipped across the country. And this truck is called a yard hog. It never leaves the post office grounds. It's used to move postal equipment around the yard. And not only do specially designed trucks deliver the mail to the rural routes and back roads of America, but the Postal Service even has post offices on wheels to make sure the mail always gets through, even in disasters like hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, and earthquakes.
Those aren't the trucks I was talking about, Harry. I was talking about the neat trucks I see in my neighborhood.
oh. You mean these?
Yeah, these trucks.
Well, there's just one problem. They're not trucks, they're LLVs.
Oh, I get it. Little letter vans.
Well, that's a good name, Susan, but actually LLV stands for Long Life Vehicles. They're both sturdy and practical. Check out this sliding door. Voila! It makes it easier for getting in and getting out. And the large open area in the front is perfect for stacking mail trays. And check out the back. This compartment makes it easier to move packages and newspapers or whatever else.
What's the door for, Harry?
The door is used to protect the driver. If he has to suddenly make a quick stop, the door keeps mail and packages from flying forward and hitting the driver. And it keeps the mail safe and locked when the driver has to leave the vehicle in order to deliver the mail. Which reminds me, there's one other aspect of sending a letter that I still haven't shown you.
Whoa, that's what I call special delivery. A vending machine?
Oh, well, not just an ordinary vending machine. It sells stamps, all kinds of stamps in all kinds of colors and at different prices. And with those stamps, you can mail just about anything, anywhere in the world, which is why I'm going to stock up while I'm here. Oh, and it has all kinds of stamps, like a package of postcard stamps, or priority mail stamps, or airmail stamps, or your regular 32-cent letter-size stamps. I think I'll choose the angel stamps. I like that angels can fly. Okay, D4. Okay, now I just need to get my change. Money! Well, that completes the tour. We have to go.
Oh, Harry, we're having too much fun. Do we have to go? I guess so. Why, Harry? We were having so much fun.
Oh, me too. In fact, I was having so much fun, I wanted to get back here in order to mail myself to my next adventure. Oh, and I think I made it, because here comes the mail truck. Bye, Susan.
Bye.
Bye, David.
Bye.
Take care.
Whoa.
Here I go. Ow.
Are you okay, Harry?
Yep. Oh, I just had a rough landing.
Glad to hear you're okay. Thanks, Harry. Yeah, we had a great time.
Thanks, so did I. Make sure you watch for my next adventure.
We wouldn't miss it, Harry. Shh, here comes the mail truck. Bye.
When you send your letter, be sure to sign your name, so I will know who wrote it, and boy, will I be glad it came. And when you drop it in the mailbox, be sure the stamp's on right, so the U.S. mail won't fail to send it by day or night. Well, your letter passes through so many hands, you never see but working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp the address and name. Now when you take it from the mailbox, the journey's just begun. 'Cause in a machine or a human's gotta cancel each and every one. That's right, and when they're giving it the postmark before it gets to me, they have to separate, sort, and send it for delivery. Yes, indeed, and your letter passes through so many hands, you never see it working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp, the address, and name. Your name. Out to the airports, into the jets, these letters are gonna soar. Then the mail trucks start. We're almost to the part where the carrier drops your letter in my front door. And your letter passes through so many hands, you never see it working still the same. All you ever must remember is the stamp, the address, and the name. Yes, all you ever gotta remember is the stamp, the address, and name. So please remember the stamp, the address, and your name. Don't forget